All right, so thank you guys on the last one of the videos I put out. Good response, and I appreciate that. Um, just try to be enthusiastic about the guitar. I mean, that's where I spend majority of my time messing around. Um, so I appreciate anybody that takes the time to watch and try to learn what I'm dishing out here. Um, but video ago, I did the four chord shapes. They give you 48 chords. I'll go over those again real quick. The E shape, it's root on the sixth string. The E minor, root on the sixth string. The A shape, I like to play it with my pinky, but a lot of you probably use your ring. We're not playing the thinnest string. A shape, and then the A minor shape. You can play that bottom string. Um, I guess it'd be top string. And so anyway, what I wanted to do is take from that the Nashville numbering system, which, if you don't know, basically it's a way to communicate a key. Usually, it contains the key in which the song is or the progression's being played, and the chords numbers. Each chord has a number. One through each degree of the scale. A scale, for instance, the key of C, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, um, and each degree, C being the 1 degree, D being the 2 degree, etc. Um, if you um, write out on a piece of paper the key of C, and you can demonstrate this to yourself, but you can start on any degree and then do what I call play leapfrog. So if you're on the second degree or the second note of the scale, um, you would count that, make that as your root of your chord, and then leapfrog over to the three, and then leapfrog over to the five, and take those three notes and look at the relationship between the first note and the second note. You got a root, third, and a fifth at this point. So you look at the relationship between the first note and the third of the scale, third note of that chord, um, and it's either going to be a major or a minor, and the end result's going to be your one chord is a major, your two and your three are minors, your four chords a major, your five chords a major, your six chords a minor, seven chords diminished. So how do you remember all that? Um, one thing that I've always used is, most people have heard the term a 1-4-5, especially in blues, 12 bar blues, blues 1-4-5. Those are all majors. Everything else is a minor, except seven, which is diminished, which is a minor third and a flattened five. But we're not even going to get into that. We're just going to look at the first six. And um, so if you didn't follow me through that, don't worry. This is going to be really simple. So we're going to plot out a key, and so we need to learn a scale. This is going to be the easiest scale you've ever learned. It's going to be a 3 note per string scale. We're just going to focus on the fifth and the sixth string. And we're going to do it in the key of G. So we're going to start at the G note, which is the third fret on the sixth string. And that's going to be our one. Second note is going to be a whole step up at the fifth fret. Third note is going to be a whole step up on the seventh fret. Then we're going to go to the fourth note, which is going to be right next to the one note. And there's the four note, 4, 5, which is another whole step up, and 6, which is another whole step up. So just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It doesn't get any easier than that in a scale, major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So once you know where all those 6 notes are, and I said play a key of G, a 6-5-4 chord progression, you would find the sixth note the 5 note, and the 1 note for a 6 5 1 chord progression. 6 5 1. So now, if this is the root of our 6th chord, and we go to our memory banks and we go 1 4 5 are major, everything else is minor except 7, which is diminished. 6 would fall into the minor. So our two shapes for the 5th string are either the major shape, A major shape, or the A minor shape. In this case, it's a minor chord, so we're going to play an A minor there. Now we're going to go to the 5 chord. If this is 6, this is down, so the numbers are going to go lower. If we started here at 6, this is going to be 5. It's going to be a major shape, so we're going to use our A major shape. And there's our 5 chord. And then we're going to go to our 1, which is the root of the key. And we're going to use an E shape for the... So there's our 6, 5, 1 chord progression. So these numbers, and you could transpose it to a different key if you said, hey, play a 6 5 1 in the key of A. So now we start 1 2 3 4 5 6, same exact pattern as the other one, and we play our 6 5 1 in the key of A. So this is about as easy as I can present it to you. 6 notes, 1 4 5 are major. Everything else is minor except 7, which is diminished. And you're on your way to being able to use the Nashville number system in any key, major key, that you find on that 6th string. And you've got your 4 shapes that give you 48 chords. You can explore and find songs and transpose them into different keys if you know the Nashville number system for the song. And you can make up stuff that you want to put on your looper to practice a scale or an arpeggio or whatever level you're at. I will say, if you're having problems, fingering these chords, keep working at it. They're easier on an electric than on an acoustic in most cases. Acoustics can be made easier to play with a good setup, lighter strings, or some of the things that you can do to make it easier to form those bar chords. Because I know bar chords are probably a big step for a lot of people who are used to playing in an open position to transpose into bar chords. But it's so worth it to learn. Keep working at it. You'll get it. And subscribe if you like. And thanks for watching.